I finally started working on the suspension system for my old Tahoe here, and I've got the control arms out and the bushings pressed out and ball joints and all of that fun stuff. And now I'm ready to start putting it back together. But as I was working on this, it occurred to me that this is just the complete opposite of most of our modern things. And by modern, electronic. This, when I'm finished, this will just sit here. It will just be just as it has been for all of the years I've owned this vehicle. And it's just going to sit here and wait on me for whenever I'm ready to go drive it and for whatever I want to go do with it. Our modern stuff's not that way. Our modern stuff tells us what to do. We serve it instead of it serving us. Our modern stuff, it tells us when it needs to be recharged, when it needs to be updated, when it needs to be serviced. And you better service it or you're going to void the warranty, and it's going to record that part. And the warranty probably wasn't any good anyway. And then it's going to make you agree to the new terms of service, which are going to be worse than the old terms of service. And you're going to agree to the new privacy policy, which is essentially we're just agreeing to give away any expectation of privacy whatsoever. And then the devices are just going to die, and then we're just going to keep going to work to continue to make money to replace these devices so they can keep telling us what to do. And they're getting better and better and better at manipulating us the whole time. Yeah, even with vehicles now. Okay, these are the brake calipers. Actually, it's the cradle. Calipers are in it. I should probably go ahead and change the brake pads and have rotors turned while I'm in here, and I do front and back for less than $100 an axle. Okay, and it would be a simple thing to go ahead and do. It's not so simple on a lot of new vehicles. All right, there are vehicles right now that in order to change the brake pads, you've got to access the car's computer because the emergency brakes are electronically controlled by the computer, and you have to tell the computer to release the emergency brakes so that you can take this out to change the pads. And you got to have a very expensive subscription to access the car's computer. Yeah, you got to pay them to be able to access it. Otherwise, you're just locked out. And essentially, it's just to keep us from being able to work on our own vehicles. Okay, that was by design. The companies that are doing that, they intentionally made routine maintenance on those vehicles more expensive, and they intentionally made the cars less reliable. You've still got the mechanical systems in here, so they can still break, probably won't, but can. Then now you've got a computer added to that that can short out and wires go bad or whatever. It's more prone to failure now, more failure points. Okay, so why did they do that? To cost us more money. And the way they're getting away with this stuff is, well, we just don't know enough about our stuff now to even know what they're doing. Okay, and the sad part is this isn't just vehicles, this is everything now. The old avocado green home appliances from the 70s, they've reached meme status because they just lasted forever. How long do modern home appliances last? Can you get parts for them to repair them? What are the repair costs? How easy are they to work on? Yeah, they're essentially disposable now, just like everything else is going to disposable, which means don't even worry about the repair. Just throw it away and go get something else. And what that's resulting in is us just working our entire lives to make money to constantly replace this stuff. We're on a treadmill now. And that is the trap of modern things. Yeah. And we're all caught in this trap. And what I'm fighting right now, as I'm pondering this, I want out of this trap. Okay. But the problem is it's not easy. Traps by design are not easy to escape from. Okay, so I was just scratching my head. How do I get out of this trap? And the very first thing is I have to actually learn about the things I depend on. Okay, now, if they want to make this phone where it's just going to spy on me all the time and it's just a piece of junk, I'm going to have to replace it every so often because of all the planned obsolescence that goes into this. They already know when this is going to die and I'm going to have to get a new one. They designed it that way. Okay, but I don't need this. I can just get rid of this at any time. But I need a vehicle, I need a stove, I need some of those home appliances. We had some snow not long ago and everybody was worried about losing power. And we're not worried about losing power. What we're worried about is our home appliances that we absolutely depend on, like our furnaces, losing power. We're worried about those things not working. Well, that's how dependent we are on those things. Okay, well, if we're going to be that dependent on stuff, then we should know something about them. Or at least that's my thinking. And the more I know about them, the better. And then I can make better informed decisions, like I'm going to keep my old vehicle. I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and restore my old Tahoe. When I get through with the mechanical stuff, which it doesn't need much, this is its 250,000 miles tune-up. And when I get done with this, I'll paint it. The clear coat's looking rough, so. And then it'll be good for another however many years. Okay, I needed to know about the new vehicles to be able to make an informed decision and decide this is the direction I want to go in. This is what works for me. This doesn't work for everybody. Okay, and as far as the repairs, not everybody comes out ahead keeping old stuff and trying to repair it and make it work. If you had to pay a mechanic to do all this, it would be expensive. But being that I have some tools and I can do this myself, all I've got to do is buy parts. Okay, so it's really not that expensive for me. It's just time. Okay, which that's part of the trap. How many of you right now are too busy working to make money to go replace all this junk as it's failing? Too busy earning that money to have the time to fix stuff. I'm telling you, it's a hard trap to escape from. And then something else I was thinking about as I was out here crawling around on the ground working on this. If I had a shop, I'd have already been done with this. It'd have been so much quicker, easier, just having a vise right here beside me. Anyway, well, that shop requires a commitment to I'm going to build a shop. It requires infrastructure. It is infrastructure. It requires me to commit to having infrastructure so that I can work on stuff. Okay, well, most of us aren't or can't commit to having that infrastructure, to building that shop or buying one. Okay, well, then that just puts us right back at the mercy of manufacturers for the things we depend on. And that puts us right back into that trap. Yeah, this isn't an easy one to escape from. And honestly, I don't know that I'm going the right route with this. Okay, this is time and effort and money for parts. Maybe I would be better off to just go work more hours in a plant and then go just make payments on new vehicles and just plan on making payments the rest of my life. But I'm too stubborn for that. Besides, I like my old Tahoe. I can depend on it. It hadn't let me down over the last 16 years. I felt like that needed to have been said because it's already so difficult to escape from the trap of modern things. And it's just going to get worse to the point of one day you're just not going to be able to. And that day is quickly coming. And what staying in the trap looks like, it's you just working all the time to earn money to just give it to corporations to constantly replace the junk you depend on that they're producing. What choice are you going to have? A subscription service for your existence. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. And I don't even know if it's possible to escape this now, just with the way things are going and unfolding. Yeah, there are some old things out there that will last a really long time that can be repaired and so forth. But those things are getting old. And eventually we're going to run out of old things, and all that's going to be left is the new stuff, telling us what to do and when to do it and how it wants it done. Spending all of our time trying to convince a computer that we are who we say we are. And then creating a password that it will accept from us. I mean, that's pretty much our options now. Okay, I've got the control arms out now. Next time I'm going to do a video on replacing the bushings and ball joints and control arms on old Chevrolets. There's lots of videos out there now on this, but I think I might be able to add something to it that could help somebody working on an old Chevrolet like this. Okay, and as far as myself, I haven't produced a video in a while for this channel, but as a lot of you know, my other channel, I'm back on, got it going, and I've been working on my own infrastructure. Whether or not I'm making the right decisions here, hey, we'll find out soon enough. All I know is I'm seeing an opportunity to escape from the trap, and I'm taking it. We'll see how it works out. God bless and have a great day.